Good morning, class 8. Today we are going to do chapter number 3, squares and square roots. Okay, so we are going to learn today properties of the square number. So there are some properties that you can see. The first property says a number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at its unit place is never a square number. Okay, so whenever you see 2, 3, 7 or 8 at the unit place, means at this place. So like 2037, 2353, they are never a square number. So they will not be in a square number. Then the second property says a number ending in an odd number of zeros is never a perfect square. So it means when a number has a 1 0 or 3 0 or 5 0, then they will not be a perfect square. If there are 2 zeros, 4 zeros, they can be a perfect square. They are not always a perfect square, but they can be. But here, if they have odd number of zeros, they can never be a perfect square. Okay. Property number 3. Squares of even natural numbers are even and squares of odd natural numbers are odd. Means when you will find the square root of 3, you will get 9. When you will find out the square root of 7, you will get 49. So everything has a unit that is odd number because the number is odd. And when the number is even, 2 square is 4, 4 square is 16. So here the ending digit is 6. That is again an even number. So all the time squares of even numbers are even and squares of odd numbers are odd. Then property number 4, there are many parts in this property. So first part says if a number has 1 or 9 in the unit place, then its square ends in 1. So if any number has 1 or 9 at its ending, like 1, 9, 19, 11, always the square will also end with 1. Okay, if a number has 4 or 6 in its unit place, then the square will also end with 6. Like 4 4s are 16. So the square is ending with 6. 6 6 are 36. The square is ending with 6. So you'll remember this. If a number has 2 or 8 in the unit place, then the square ends in 4. Means 2 2s are 4. 8 8s are 64. Both are ending with 4. So all the numbers having 2 or 8 at the end will always, the square will be ending with 4. If a number has 3 or 7 at the end, then the square will end with 9. Okay, like 3 3s are 9, 7 7s are 49. If a number has 5 in its unit place, then the square will also end with 5. If a number has 0 in its unit place, then a square end in 0. Now, the fifth property says there are two n square numbers between the square of two consecutive numbers, that is n and n plus 1. Means between two consecutive square numbers, we will always find 2n non-square numbers or 2n natural numbers in between them. Okay, for example 12 and 13. So between 12 square and 13 square, how many numbers are there? How many non-square numbers are there? So it will be 2n means 2 multiply 12, that will be 24. So this is the property. Now next, sixth property says sum of the first n natural numbers is n square. Means when you will add 1 plus 3, there are two odd numbers. When you are adding it, we are getting 4 and 4 is the square of 2. So because we are adding two odd numbers, when we will add 3 odd numbers, we will get 3 square. When we will add 4 odd numbers, we will get 4 square. When we will add 5 odd numbers, means 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, we will get 5 square. So like this it will go. But we have to start from 1. Okay, we cannot start from any other number. Okay, so next property is sum of any odd number greater than 1 as the sum of two consecutive natural numbers. Okay, whenever you will add two consecutive natural numbers, like when we'll add 4 plus 5, we will get 9. Okay, and 9 is a square of 3. So that will be square of any odd natural number greater than 1. So it will be greater than 1. Like here 12 and 13 we have taken. So that will always, the square will be, it will when you will add it up, you will get 25. So that is a square of 5. So square of any odd natural number, so 3, 5, 7 we can take, leaving 1 we are not going to take. After that 3, 5, 7, 9. All the squares are made by two consecutive natural numbers. 3 is made from 4 and 5, 5 is made from 12 and 13. You can check others also like that. Then comes eighth property. Here there is Pythagorean triplet. What is a Pythagorean triplet? So whenever these three numbers, when you will square them and add, you will get the third one. So 2m square. So we write these three numbers as 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. These three are the numbers. Okay. and when you will add these two squares, you will get this square, the greater ones. Like for example 6, 8 and 10 you can check. Here if you are writing 6, so it will be 6 square will be 36, 8 8s will be 64, 64 plus 36 will give you 100, so that is the square of 10. So that's why they are forming a Pythagorean triplet. Means sum of the two squares of the number will give you the third number square. So that will be the Pythagorean triplet. Okay class, that's all for today. These are all the rules that you have to remember and the properties. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.